felt that there's something deeply wrong with the way that this world teaches us about love? Something backwards, inverted, distorted, just like sex. And if you've ever felt like love is draining you more than filling you, like it's a battlefield instead of a sanctuary, you're not crazy. You're just waking up in an upside down world. So let's start with the farce we all know, falling in love. Have you ever just paused to ask why we fall? Why do we have to fall? Why not rise in love? Why not fly in love? Why not elevate into ecstasy? Why not expand into a sacred union? So the answer is simple and yet shattering. Because in this world, love has been inverted, hijacked, and weaponized, just like anything sacred about us humans. So we live in a world that teaches us to seek love from our wounds, from our pain, and not from our wholeness. To crave validation over connection, to give everything in the name of being chosen, even when the other person isn't capable of true intimacy. This is not love. This is emotional slavery dressed as romance. In this distorted system, love becomes transactional, like, what can I get from you? It becomes performative. Who do you make me look like? It becomes codependent. Without you, I do not exist. It becomes addictive. I'll break myself just to keep you near. And somehow we've been trained to romanticize it, to mistake chaos for passion, to mistake unavailable men for alpha men, to mistake sexual obsession for sacred union. But real love is none of that. So many of us, especially women, priestesses, witches, empaths, chosen ones, fall for the men who do not have the capacity to hold our love. Men who feed on our light but give nothing back, who are addicted to control, sex, ego, or validation, who have no connection to their own heart, let alone yours, who use charm, trauma bonding, or lust to hook you in. And of course, this is not just men. Women do that too. This isn't just a bad relationship. This is a drain on your soul. And yes, it lowers your frequency. Your heart becomes a source of energy, not a sacred exchange. And because we've taught that, we're taught that this is love, we confuse being used with being needed. Let that sink in. This upside down love matrix thrives on unconscious partnerships. Narcissists, or those deeply unconscious people, do not seek connection. They seek supply. And the most sacred thing that they take? Your love, your womb, your essence, your life force. They don't want to see you. They want to feed off of you. And most of them don't even know that they're doing it because this world taught them that domination and control are love. So what happens? We give. We keep giving and we ache and we pour and we bleed and we dance and we open, praying that they will finally see us. And they never do. Not because we are not enough, but because they are not with themselves. They cannot actually see themselves, look at themselves, know themselves deeply, all their light and their shadow. But here's a secret. Every heartbreak you've had was a portal, a sacred test, a karmic breaking, because only by loving what is false can we actually come home to what is true. Only by offering your love to the unworthy can you finally say, never again. My love is holy. My body is a temple. My energy is not for consumption. It is for co-creation. And when you finally reclaim that love and pour it back into your own chalice, you become untouchable, radiant, divine. Real love is a sacred union. It's not a fall, but a rising. Not chaos, but clarity. Not addiction, but expansion. It is not confusion, but a sacred presence. Real love mirrors your soul. It makes you more you, not less. It elevates your mission, softens your nervous system, especially for us women, makes us feel safe, protects our womb, and it anchors you in a deeper truth than this world knows how to speak. Real love feels like coming home, not like chasing something you can never reach. So stop chasing. So now I say, I no longer fall in love. I rise into union. Or I walk alone. I don't want the broken crumbs of half-hearted men. I want God in a body. I want devotion in a form. I want a love that is holy, awakened, erotic, and anchored in the sacred truth of who I am. And until that meets me, I choose me. Because the upside-down world of love ends the moment a woman remembers her worth, her magic, and her divine heart. It ends the moment a man, a true divine awakened man, remembers the love that he has, the heart that guides him, and the higher purpose that he follows. And when a woman chooses this, when she chooses her womb, her worth, her magic, she no longer falls. She soars. She flies. Please subscribe, like, and share so I can continue making these videos and share the work of the temple. And may the goddess bless you all.